Hi, this is Jonathan Benz coming to you today. I'm going to talk to you from chapter 16 in Live a Legacy. This chapter is about facing your failures. In the last video upload that I brought to you, I talked about facing your fears. And I think that if we're going to break through in life and move forward, we need to be adept at both facing fears and facing failures. And sometimes it's hard to say, I failed. Sometimes there's a lot of shame that goes with it, and so I'm not going to get into any kind of philosophic debate of should you call that a failure or a regret. I do believe don't live life with any regrets, but if you set out to do something and you don't succeed, how do you respond? And I want to read to you a paragraph here that speaks to me, that I believe in. What do you do when what you plan to do didn't happen and you didn't succeed or didn't come through as you had hoped or planned? I say here, first clear your head by remembering that this is not a dead end, just a detour. Successful people find success through many different routes, and there is no preset, fixed plan. Your life is full of options and possibilities. And I like that. Don't think of this failure as a dead end. It's just a detour. And sometimes people say to me, I did what I thought I was supposed to do. I got good counsel. I was trusting the process, and things didn't turn out the way I envisioned. What do I do? And that's the point where we have to say, we've got to pick ourselves up and say there's got to be a left turn, a right turn, but we don't say stay stuck. The best way to get unstuck is to move. So do something, even if you think that your movement or the choice you're making isn't going to create or isn't going to get you to the next place you want to be. It will create, however, the momentum to get you going. So I want to encourage you that if you feel like you failed in something or that you're struggling with regrets, don't stay in that emotional place. Pick yourself up and say, you know what? It didn't work out. I think it's hard sometimes because, especially when people stand in our way, when the choices of others keep us from our plan, because there's a ripple effect. I just went through that situation scenario in my life the last couple of months where something that happened to one person really affected some plans that I had been working on for months. And I, of course, was stunned at first, but you have to pick yourself up and get going. And for me, sort of living, not sort of, but someone who has decided to live my life by spiritual principles. I don't sort of do it, I do it. I pick myself up and I try to do it. Part of living by spiritual principles for me is saying, the actions of others do not determine my future. It might slow me down, but there's a plan in this, there's a purpose of this, and I'm going to find it. I might not like it, I might be frustrated, I might feel angry, I might feel, any litany of feelings, and that's okay. It's okay to feel the feelings and get through it, but I'm not going to stay stuck where I am. So sometimes for me, and I actually prayed this prayer recently, you can pray this as a prayer or say it as an affirmation, but I said, change me, change where I am, or get me to where I need to be. And I tell you, when I really, sort of symbolically got on my face and got honest and spoke that over my life, within 24 hours, things broke through and set me on a good course, and a course that gets me back onto where I wanted to be. So I want to encourage you today not to feel stuck, not to feel like it's over, not to feel like you failed, but know that where you're at in life could be just a detour, and maybe your plan A hasn't come about. But what's your plan B, plan C, plan D? One more encouraging thought. Just because it's plan B, C, or D, it doesn't mean that it's second best, third best, fourth best. It just means another plan. So get out of sort of hierarchical thinking that this isn't as good or whatever, but that where I am right now is the best place I can be, and I'm going to learn everything and get everything out of this experience. And empower yourself to know that where I am right now and what I'm doing, I am not the victim. It doesn't determine my future success, but in turn, I arise out of the ashes and I determine my future today as I live according to principles that move me forward and bring growth and spiritual formation to my life. Thanks for listening today. If you want more information, go to jonathanbenz.com. My blog is there. Information on ordering this book is there. Thanks for listening. Bye.